Welcome, everyone. I'm going to introduce Esther Allie. Now she'll be leading our Shine Bright workshop here. Hi, Esther.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say thank you to everyone and welcome to our May 2021 LightRx Face and Body Shine Bright workshop. So thank you very much for taking time in your day and your afternoon to spend with me. I hope that we have tons of fun and I look forward to every aspect that we have to cover today. First off, our Shine Bright workshop, again, welcome. We're so excited to launch this with all of you. It's definitely something that we've been looking forward to and something that we feel is very appropriate. Again, I am Esther Allie. I'm Vice President of Operations here at LightRx Face and Body. And I'm here at our home office today, and I'm actually accompanied by a couple of colleagues of mine, Natasha, who's the head of our HR, and Eva, who also works in HR and marketing as well. So things that we'll be going over is a background of LightRx and how we all began, right? And then we're going to talk about our transition through skincare and how to better our bodies to look our best for the summer season. We're also going to be talking about our favorite treatments, our best treatments, services for the summer, a lot of the promotions that we have to offer, and also some skincare and beauty hacks that you can do yourselves within the clinic and also at home. So before we begin, I just like to say that, during the whole pandemic and the craziness in the world right now, I do feel that, women coming together, supporting one another is very important. And it's something that we should all strive to do a little bit in each of our lives, whether it's, opening the door for someone at the grocery store or helping someone, with daycare or things of that nature, and in these instances as well, just supporting each other, whether it's in, health and wellness and beauty, whatever we can do to make ourselves feel more confident and shine bright. So as we begin, I'm going to go through some slides with you. And at the end of this presentation, I'd like to open it up for some questions. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the drop box that you have on your screen below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as the presentation is over. So thank you again. To start, we want to give you a little bit of an overview of the LightRx history. We were founded in 2014, and we actually began inside a fitness gym. So I don't know if any of you are aware of that, but we were, we started the company here in Michigan, and we were in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Right now we're located in Bingham Farms, Michigan, but we did begin inside of fitness gyms, meaning we took a little section of a powerhouse gym, if you will, and we had a little desk, and we had 2 treatment rooms behind us and 2 lasers, and we kind of just hit the ground running, not knowing what was going to happen. And we grew into this huge company. We're across 14 states, and we are growing. Currently, we do have 24 locations nationally, and we are so excited and couldn't be more pleased to have clients like yourselves support us and believe in us. That makes us, very motivated, and very pumped up to consistently be working on new technology and looking for the best things that are going to give our clients like yourselves the best results, right? We want to hold ourselves accountable for that. You are taking time out of your lives. You're coming into our clinics. You're trusting us. You're making this an investment, not only in, a new chapter in your life, but to support us as well. So we want to give back in that way, and we couldn't be more passionate about it. We do have a highly trained staff, as you all know, through our medical team that starts with our medical directors, our RNs, our LPNs, our NPs, all the way down to our estheticians and our beauty experts. So here we go. How to transition your skin and body into summer. So with all the new mask mandates, I have to just touch on, right? We've all been living in a world where we're covering up the face, and we're all dealing with some new skin surprises, maybe that we hadn't been dealing with previously, as well as the change in season and so on and so forth. So these, tips and tricks and services are definitely going to make everybody a summer body, if you will. And what that means is that everyone has the chance to shine and be their best. And we want to take the best version of you and get to that version and, instill confidence. So we here at LightRx believe that confidence is beautiful, and however you perceive that, it starts from within. We want that to emulate on your physical appearance as well. Change up your hair and skin routine. So transitioning your skin from winter to spring is crucial, right? We want to make sure that all the heavy moisturizers and things that we were doing for nourishment and hydration in the fall and winter months, that we are switching that up when we get into spring and now closer to summer. We want to make sure that we're changing out those heavy moisturizers for a lighter consistency. We want to make sure that we're using the proper types of SPF. SPF is phenomenal, head to toe, but definitely for the face, the neck, the décolleté area. This will not only help to block the harmful rays that cause cancer, but it will also help to fight anti-aging, which in return all, comes down to fine lines and wrinkles and crepiness and, losing collagen and elastin within the skin tissues. A way to also maintain our skin clarity and complexion is to exfoliate, right? We all want to look bright. We all want to look tighter. So exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week, I would say, is best. You want to use something with a small granule consistency, or a cleanser that has an acid like a glycolic, and this will help to keep all the dead skin cells off of your skin and reveal a brighter, more youthful glow. Outside of that, you can do some spring cleaning. We all do spring cleaning in our homes and our cars and our kids' lockers and rooms and all the above, right? We want to make sure that we're cleaning out our, old expired skincare products, our old expired makeup. We want to make sure that everything that we're using is in tune for the season and the skin types that we have, whether we're dry, we're combination, oily. Cleaning your makeup brushes. I feel that, a lot of women I come across with on a day-to-day don't clean their makeup brushes. This is a huge thing. You don't need some fancy tool or cleanser to do it with, honestly. Myself, I use a facial cleanser or even shampoo, right? So whether you're spending tons of money on those natural hair brushes for your face, or they're a synthetic one, shampoo cleans hair. Clean your brushes with shampoo and get them all dried out and use them again. So just a way to preserve not only your makeup and your skin brush and your makeup brushes, but it's not going to clog your pores when you're then applying your makeup. We want to make sure that because we're taking care of our skin, that we have a nice clean slate, but also when we apply that makeup, it's going to be more luminous and more beautiful if we have clean brushes as well, and we're not just clogging those pores back up. Definitely a makeup girl, if you can't tell. Eat to glow. So again, just going back to traditional spring and summer months, everyone is always looking for, that New Year's resolution and losing weight and getting skinny and wanting to have the best bikini body and plan vacations and everything else. And I do feel that the pandemic weighed heavily on that, and maybe not everyone was doing so, but turns out that with its recent changes and the mandates in government, depending on state, I feel that everything is lifting and people have been getting out more. And previous to that, they were definitely more conscious on their health, right? We want to make sure we're doing everything possible to keep ourselves healthy and our families healthy and safe during this time and during the pandemic. That I did notice, whether it was here at corporate, out in the grocery store, being out with my kids, or even in our clinics with our clients, just like you, everyone is so health conscious, which is a beautiful thing, because I don't feel that Americans necessarily were. It was more of a seasonal fad, right? So now that everyone is, we want to make sure that as we're eating healthy and we are trimming down, that we're eating things like leafy greens, we're taking fish oil, we're eating salmon, we're eating nuts, we're eating fruits that have tons of antioxidants, like strawberries, cherries, pomegranates, foods like avocados. You just want to make sure that if you are going to choose minimal things or certain things to cut back, that you are choosing the right things that not only give you energy, but help to build a strong immune system. Seek out a trusted expert. So when it comes to home skincare, what is the best way for you to elevate that? We can all wash our face, put moisturizer on, put makeup on, the whole bit, and look the best to our abilities. What does it mean to seek out an expert? That means coming in to see, one of our clinic directors or estheticians or nurses within the clinic, or wherever you go for facials or peels and so on and so forth. Even, your hairdresser can give you good tips and tricks for your hair, but what do you do about the skin and the body. You know, we want to make sure that you are going to our website and completing the Shine Bright checklist. This is going to help you get organized with the needs and the expectations and the goals that you're wanting to achieve. Full body, you schedule a free consultation as well. We have tons of solutions, as you all are aware and probably have experienced, for full face and body. And right now we have some great things going on to get more bang for your buck. We do a lot of things on social media for self-care tips and skincare. So be sure to get on our Instagram page and our Facebook and everything we have to offer. I believe it's located right at the bottom page of our website, of our homepage. And just make sure that you're in the know, right? We're always updating it with the latest tips and tricks. Our favorite treatments and services for summer. So our next segment is going to just cover, probably our most popular services right now. Again, with everyone wanting to look and feel their best for summer, now that we can unveil a little bit, dress, in shorts or tank tops, dresses, maybe finally go on those trips that we've been so wanting to for the last year and a half. Our Treat to Complete is our core service package. It does consist of a combination of light therapy, hence the name LightRx. So everything that we do here, it's not a one and done, right? We can't just go and work out and eat pizza all day. Not one thing is going to work. So just like in our lives, when we combine certain things to get to a fantastic result, we do the same thing here with technology. So we take a series of lasers and we combine them to give you the best result, meaning for an example, our Treat to Complete, which is a series of our Venus Legacy and our Bliss treatments, and combined, we've not only found that we have a greater impact on the body, regardless of size or stubbornness, right, or pockets of fat in certain areas, that this technology combined together, bundled up, is going to give you the best benefit. So we're not only melting fat, depleting fat cells, but we're helping to tighten skin, and we're getting rid of cellulite and just I don't want to talk it. Sorry, I thought somebody was going to chime in here. So that's our Treat to Complete. That is our core package that, whether it's around the abdominal area, if it's around the thighs, the inner thighs, the arms, that's going to be your best bet if you're looking to shrink inches and shred some pounds, as well as have a smooth appearance and not have saggy skin. Moving on, how this works. When you first come in, we would actually start with our Venus Bliss, and the Venus Bliss is a combination of 3 treatments within the Treat to Complete package. And what that does is it actually depletes 24% of the fat in the area. So we want to make sure that we're hitting that every 4 to 6 weeks during a 13-week period, because what that does is it's going to give the cells enough downtime in between to get rid of the toxins, shed all of the unwanted waste, right, inside of that fat cell that has ballooned from, once started the size of a raisin, and now it's as big as a little bouncy ball in that belly. So we want to make sure that we're hitting it multiple times. We're getting 24% of the fat depleted out of your body. We're taking down inches. And then we're also tightening. So we follow with the tightening and the cellulite reduction with our Venus Legacy treatment. And this will help to contour the body as it shrinks, right? Not only that, as the Venus Legacy does have a suction on it. So when you are receiving these treatments, it's actually a lymphatic drainage for your body as well. So this is going to tighten. It's going to get rid of cellulite. It's going to contour to reshape your area as it's coming down in size. And it's also going to release those toxins that are hiding in that cell or maybe sitting at the surface of your skin. I do like to give, a few tips when we are selling these packages, and that's to use a cream at home. We do have a body firming cream. We have, the Venus Bliss or Sobella that we put on, that we encourage our clients to put on before and after treatment at home every single day, because this will help to break down the dead skin cells on your abdomen, the back of your thighs, your bum area, your inner thighs, your underneath your arms, wherever it is that you're using the Treat to Complete. So just like our faces, where we have dead skin piling up and we need to exfoliate to get down. So when we add a serum and we add a moisturizer, it's actually going into our skin and benefiting us and not sitting topically on those dead skin cells, right? So the same with your body. If you are exfoliating your body, or you are shaving or doing any of the above to get off that top layer of dead skin, any treatment is then has to work that much harder, right? To get through that pore, to get through that cell, to go hit straight through the fat cell and give you the best outcome. So we always want to make sure that, you know, mind, body, and spirit correlates with everything that we're doing in clinic and everything that you are doing at home in your regimen. Whether it's working out, eating right, hopefully both when you come in for the treat to complete. These treatments amplify every single thing that you're doing by 30%. So imagine what the outcome could be. The sky is the limit, and it's just dependent on how hard you want it and how hard you want to work. These are some before and afters. Some of you may have seen these on our website or in our clinics in the before and after books. All of our before and after books feature current clients, real clients, untouched photos, which I believe is very important and kind of speaks results in volume. And this is a before and after from a treat to complete with no downtime, no surgery. Again, she didn't have to go under the knife. She didn't have to starve herself. She didn't have to wear some tummy trainer. She didn't have to get up at 4 a.m. and go run laps and worry about her kids waking up and the whole bit. So, you know, the struggles we go through as human beings, as men, as women, especially working mothers like myself, it can be hard to get a routine down. So to be able to have something like this and do my part, you know, with some light exercise and some good eating, it's definitely a win-win for me. Body contouring, we touched on that a little bit. So body contouring, you know, when diet and exercise is not enough, again, we can diet and exercise all day long. We can go out and lose 50 pounds, right? But at the same time, what do we have in return? We have a little bit of saggy skin. We might have even more damaged tissues showing cellulite, darkening in certain areas. We want to make sure that the skin tone is cohesive all over, that we don't have any ruddiness in certain spots. So body contouring, like our Venus Legacy option, is going to help to reshape that area, right? To give us that hourglass figure, to give us a more cinched waist, to get rid of, you know, our inner thigh area. So we have that diamond effect that everybody is so seeking. You know, underneath the bum, we like to make jokes and call it the banana roll, but it is a real thing. Let me tell you, it's hard to get rid of. It's a pocket of fat that, you know, likes to go to one area of the body, especially on women who are a little bit more curvy, excuse me, and or hippie. And it's hard to get rid of. So using treatments like this can definitely flatten it out and tighten it and lift it up and shape it. So it's a win-win. Everybody needs it. There's not one person out there that I would say that would tell me that they have a perfect silhouette and that they, you know, don't have any of these issues, whether it's cellulite or loose skin after weight loss or during. So here are some examples of before and after. As you can see in the first photo to your left, you know, the thighs and the bum area. This is going to be someone, you know, stage 3 of cellulite, and cellulite is something that's very, very hard to get rid of. It can be caused by sun damage. It can be caused by diet. It can be caused by deficiency in vitamins. And it can also be caused hereditary, right? So if it is one of those things where, you know, if your grandma has it, you know, if your mom or your sisters have it, odds are you're going to have it. And so what happens is cellulite is actually the threads in between the fat cell that kind of connect them. So under a microscope, it kind of looks like loops, right? So what our treatments do to get rid of that is it actually dissolves those threads and it tightens up the fat cell around it. And so it then in return tightens the skin and smooths out the area, because all those dimples that you see are just the ringlets between the fat cells that then need to essentially be melted and straightened out. The same thing in the next photo with the gal with the muffin top, if you will, right? It's a slight muffin top, but actually got bad muffins, but we all have it. So even though she's got a flat tummy, you can tell, and a cute little figure, she still has those flanks, right? So doing a little bit of contouring where she doesn't really need to lose that many inches, but she simply needs to reshape the area. So whether it's saggy skin, severe cellulite, or, you know, just getting rid of those flanks, body contouring is definitely the way to go. Laser lipo. So laser lipo was actually our first treatment that we ever had. A little bit of history on that. It's kind of how we got started with the previous story inside of those fitness gyms. So this is a non-invasive treatment. It's, you know, an alternative to liposuction, if you will, right? So we kind of use this treatment as one of two things. So either as a gateway into things that are, you know, a little bit more invasive for someone just starting out, that is not used to, you know, sticking to more of a strict regimen and doing a little bit more invasive treatments like the Venus Bliss and the Venus Legacy. This helps them get into a routine and also gets them, you know, set on the right path, helps to start shrinking their fat cells. So once we've lost 3, 4, 5, 6 inches around the abdomen or around the hips or around the thigh area, you know, we're then ready to take on the rest of the treatments, right? We've trained those cells to work together. So just a quick medical fact, our fat cells are a sensory system in our body and they feed off of one another. So those of you that are receiving treatments, you know that our laser lipo or our Venus Legacy or our Bliss come in a series of treatment, and that we're hitting that area multiple times, you know, more so in a circular motion because our fat cells run together, again, as a sensory system. So we want to make sure that we're covering that entire problematic area so they can begin to then feed off of one another. And that's how we get the results that we do. And it's just a natural process that your body goes through lymphatic drainage. So that's how we use RX Lipo. And we also use it for those that might have a higher BMI or a little bit harder time losing weight before we can then begin the elevated services like the Truth Complete. And here are some before and after. So this is going to show you how when we take those enlarged fat cells and we shrink them back down to that raisin, how many inches we can lose. And this is 5 weeks of treatment done twice a week. And as you can see, this is the male in both of these photos, I believe. And you can see that, you know, in the first one, it was more in the gut. It was more in, you know, the upper and lower abdomen as well as the flanks. And then in the after photos, it's completely diminished, right? So now, if you can see when the fat goes down, this is kind of what I was talking about with diet and exercise. Yes, the fat is going down. Yes, we've gotten the fat cells to shrink and we're losing inches simply with this treatment alone. But imagine now if we attack that with the Venus Legacy, right? And we begin to contour, we begin to tone, we begin to lift that area and take care of all that crepey skin around there and restore the collagen and the elastin there. And then we put Bliss on that. And then we're depleting the fat cells that we shrunk, right? Because they're still there and they can be enlarged. Now we're depleting them. So that way, when this individual goes again to gain weight, right? Because it's a part of life, it's just things that are going to happen. The fat cells in those areas that we've treated where it's stubborn and it collects, they will no longer gain weight in that area, right? It's going to be somewhere else where they have an open cell. Laser hair removal. So laser hair removal is definitely something I think that we've all experienced in some way or another. I will tell you as a woman, it is the best gift you can give yourself, especially in those private areas. It just makes you feel really clean and happy that you don't have to get up and shave all day, every single day. I'm someone that has very, very stubborn hair. I'm an ethnic girl and Middle Eastern, so you can imagine, very light complexion. So when I have hair come in, you can see it from a mile away, right? And as I get older, I get these little chin hairs and all the above, all the things that we hate to talk about. We have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable in order to make a change. And that's, you know, a given with anything in our lives. So laser hair removal. You know, the average person that needs laser hair removal, who is it for? It's for everyone, in my opinion. Anyone that hates hair in unwanted areas. Me, myself, I don't like hair anywhere. So whether it's a male on his back, you know, I think men are very self-conscious about hair on their back for some reason, but definitely even just to thin it out or to get rid of it completely. Doing their neck, their beard lines, places where they have ingrown hairs and sensitivity. But for women, you know, full body, I would say, you know, legs, arms, navel. There's definitely people out there with some medical conditions that need it on the face. People with PCOS that have crazy growing hair that definitely need to be treated consistently to make sure that they don't have the harsh growth and embarrassment that they may experience through that. So we all know that through shavers and shaving cream and depilatories and little mechanics that we've used, you know, some epilators to tweeze out the hair, to narrow the hair, to shave the hair, how much money, I can even tell you since I was 14 years old, probably 15 years old, since I've been shaving, how much money my mother, my poor mother, and myself probably spent on these services, right? And then there's waxing. When you get to a certain age, you're like, no, I'm going to wax. It's what everybody's doing. And it's very painful. You know, it's not only costly, but it's painful. So laser hair removal is a phenomenal way to get rid of the unwanted hair, and especially good for people with skin sensitivity, because when you're shaving, when you're waxing, when you're using all these harsh chemicals on your skin and you're sensitive, or you have a skin issue, it can irritate it even more, right? And create a horrible environment. As your hair grows in, you can get actually some infections from it, bacterial infections, and infect that pore. And then you're on creams and antibiotics. So long story short, it can be a huge mess, right? And it can be a big health concern. So beautiful thing about laser hair removal is it actually bypasses the skin. There's no eyeball on it, right? So it's just attracted to the melanin in the hair shaft, and it actually attaches itself to that and stems through that follicle, through that little piece of hair underneath the top layer of your skin, and actually cooks the hair bulb. That over time and over treatments will cook the bulb, and it will be dead. In return, the hair will fall out of the follicle, and you won't have any more hair in that area. Another, great aspect to LightRx is that we do have technology for all skin types for laser hair removal. This has been a huge concern. In my experience, being in the industry for over 18 years, anywhere that I've worked, to be honest, here or anywhere else, that is a top priority when selling laser hair removal is, do we do, treatments for skin of color, and what does that mean? That means anyone who is of a different ethnicity, Middle Eastern, East Indian, Asian, African American. It can be very hard to treat them with a laser with a light on it. So we actually have world-class technology that, again, bypasses the skin and attacks the hair. So regardless of the nature of the hair or skin type, we can treat everyone, and we're very, very proud to say that. This is just some photos of laser hair removal and the results that you can achieve with it. As you can see in the first photo on both, you're going to see the unruly hair, and whether we're thinning it out or getting rid of it completely. The first thing to happen, if you can look at the second photo of the underarm, is that the pores are gone, right? The follicles are gone. So even after your second and third treatment, that 5 o'clock shadow you used to see when shaving your underarms or bikini area or lower legs, you won't see after a couple of treatments with laser hair removal, because it's going to tighten that pore, and then that hair is going to be diminishing slowly through your layers of skin. Our favorite skincare and beauty hacks for summer. So we all want to be excited. We can all be outside together and enjoy the summer now, thank God. So we'd love to share with you our favorite skincare and beauty hacks that are going to get you through the season and not only protect your skin, but nourish it as well. Prep your skin for summer. So what we want to do to get that perfect summer glow is to definitely give our skin some love, right? And this doesn't take some science, it doesn't take a counter full of 25 products to do it. It takes things that, 3 simple steps. Remove dead skin off of your face. As we've been discussing probably through this whole slide, is that no matter where it is on the body, especially the face, dead skin cells. I will tell you that as an esthetician myself, I've learned a lot about the skin, including my own, but when we aren't exfoliating, right? Someone who is the age of 20 might need to exfoliate once a week, or even once or twice every other week, okay? Someone who is 35 and up, or 40 and up, or 45 and up, our skin cells shed a lot slower. So this is definitely a medical fact. And so if you're 35 and up, you definitely need to exfoliate a few times a week. If you're 40, 45 and up, I would do a mild exfoliation every single night, whether, again, it's a glycolic in a wash or anywhere else, or a granule scrub. Remove unwanted hair. This, not only falls into the laser hair removal category, but it's definitely something that, get the hair off the skin, let the skin shine through, perfect the skin so we can actually see what's going on with it as we remove the hair, tighten loose skin, like we said before, whether it's diet and exercise or doing our Truths Complete, we want to make sure that, as we are wearing those tank tops and shorts and sundresses and bathing suits, that we're confident. We're not worried about wearing, a sarong or pants or a full towel when you get out of the pool because, oh my goodness, this is hanging. The middle of my thighs are jiggling, I'm embarrassed, or I'm on vacation with other couples, or, I want to feel confident and beautiful. Definitely come in and see us, and we'll teach you how to do it. Summer skincare do's and don'ts. So again, going back to that, everybody wants to look bright, feel fresh in the summer. Every single person I know, whether they're into skincare or not, if they're into beauty or not, if they simply wear makeup or they don't wear makeup, they're always looking for, a great moisturizer, a great SPF. So I'm going to run through these with you. This is something that everyone should do. Definitely apply a daily sunscreen, as we talked, not only for health reasons to fight those free radicals and skin cancer risks, but also for anti-aging. Do lighten up your regimen. We don't want to feel heavy and cakey and using thick moisturizers and makeup all summer long because of the heat, right? And because of the sun. We want to be able to enjoy it and take in, the vitamin D. I think that we're all have been deficient in, especially this past year to year and a half. So make sure that it's something that your skin can breathe in. Do cover up when spending time outside, right? Not only with an SPF, but light clothing, things of that nature, things where we tend to burn in certain areas. We want to make sure that we're being mindful of that so we don't come across, horrible things like skin cancer or additional freckles and things of that nature. Instead of sunbathing, we all want to be in the sun a little bit for sure to get that vitamin D, to get a nice healthy glow. But if we're laying in the sun, and ladies, the olden days, okay, my aunts used to come over and layer up the baby oil, and they'd put like the foil in front of them, and they wanted to get burnt to a damn crisp. They really, really did. So they thought it was the thing to do. But, as I was growing up and went through school and became an esthetician, realized how bad that was for all of us. And I did it myself many, many times. And, it's an easy fix. It makes you feel good. If your skin is more bronze, you might look fresher, you might look thinner, things just look better on you. You just look like you have more of a glow. But a self tanner, I promise you, will get you there. Just try to pick one that's not so chemically doused. There's a lot of great ones, if you walk into a beauty store like Ulta or Sephora or even CVS, or Neutrogena ones. There's all different types. Just pick one that's not full of fillers. Do you remember to hydrate, inside out, just as we're, layering on the moisturizers and the SPFs and everything else. We want to make sure that we're drinking enough water. Water is key to all of this, right? Whether we're losing weight to speed up our metabolism, whether we're trying to help a condition of our skin, regardless if it's dry, if it's, aging, or we have rosacea, or we have acne, whatever it is, water is the best thing that you can put in your body and on your body. And we want it all to come through. So if you're hydrating yourself, imagine how much brighter and tighter your skin is going to be. Again, our don't stop moisturizing, don't skip cleansing. I know a lot of ladies that, work long hours and they're always bopping around, or they're social butterflies, and they're falling asleep in their makeup, or they're removing it with a makeup wipe and they're thinking that's sufficient enough. It's definitely not. You want to unclog that pore, because if you don't, that pore is going to enlarge over time. And if you're someone that suffers from, larger pores, think about it. Is it a hair issue, or is it a makeup issue? Is it simply debris from the day and free radicals that get trapped in their dirt? Clean it out at the end of the night. So everything you are putting on for your nightly regimen is actually, soaking in. Or do one. That's the main thing. Do one. Don't forget to exfoliate. Again, dead skin cells. If you've ever seen them under a microscope, they look like cornflakes, literally cornflakes. So imagine if you don't exfoliate and you're piling makeup and skincare on top of cornflakes, it's doing you no good. We don't want to pile stuff on our cornflakes. Get the cornflakes off and put it on some nice, bright, beautiful skin. Don't leave sunburns untreated. We want to make sure that, again, it isn't turning into a health risk or anything, that we never want to face in life or have to have cut out in life, or, a large mole that turns cancerous, or so on and so forth. You can also get sick from it. We want to, hydrate, protect your skin, keep protecting your skin, keep applying SPF and moisturizers is huge when, enjoying the season in the summer months. Don't take hot showers. This might sound funny to some of you, because I myself enjoy a hot shower. I have to remind myself not to take a hot shower. What this does is it actually strips natural oils that your body produces, right, that want to come through your skin. Not only that, it will dehydrate your skin. So if you're someone that already has dry skin, try taking a cooler shower. You might feel that your skin's a little bit softer. You don't want to dehydrate it so much, because when you're in a hot shower and your skin is a little bit red and it might feel great, But when you get out and you apply moisturizers, what you're doing is you're closing down your pore. And so everything that you put on it is not going to benefit. Your body's not going to drink it in. So no hot showers, warm showers. Okay, ladies, well, this is going to be your time to join me in this discussion and give me any questions that you'd love to have answered.
Esther, we have one question in our chat right now. She's saying, I hear you offer free consultations. What's a consultation like?
Yeah, so you would actually go to our website and there is a slot for you to say, yes, I'm interested. I'd like to come in for a free consultation. Then you would be in touch with our call center, whether it's via chat and or on the phone, and they will ask you where you live. For example, by your zip code, we will tell you what our nearest clinic is, and they will send you into that clinic. So when you walk into a clinic, you'll be greeted by our expert medical team, as well as our clinic director, and she will take time with you, about 45 minutes to an hour, and sit down with you and talk about all your needs and why you came in and what you may be interested in, and design a package strategically to suit your needs and give you the best results that you're looking to achieve. And it is free.
Another question we have here is, are you offering any current specials?
We are. So we have amazing specials right now. We have 70% off, and we are actually adding an additional 10% to all of our Treats Complete solutions. So what does that mean? That is actually face and body. We have Treats Complete solutions for the body, as we discussed in our overview. And then we also have them for the face, right? So whether you want to clarify the skin with facials, peels, you need tightening, you need anti-aging, you need to get rid of redness, broken capillaries, do an IPL treatment. We have those, and we also offer injectables as well. We our main focus actually this season for us is our Glow Club membership. Our Glow Club membership is something that all of our VIPs and in the know clients that are obsessed with beauty definitely take advantage of. And it's great for our newbies as well, because I will tell you that when you sign up for this, you get free facials and peels, as well as our Glow facial, which is the same as a hydrofacial. It's going to mechanically remove any dirt, oils, and dead skin. On top of that, those freebies, which is about, I would say, between $300 to $400 retail a month, just put right in your pocket to help you get summer ready. We also have a discount for those members on injectables. So you get a special rate on Botox and filler. You also get a special percent off of our skincare line, which we carry Jan Marini inside of our clinics. It's a phenomenal cosmeceutical line that will give you results, and you get a certain percentage off of that. And you also get an additional percentage off our already made Treats Complete packages. So it's a win-win. If someone is just wanting to try us out for the first time and get some free facials and try our services and get additional percentages off of our already promotional rates that we're offering, it's a great way to try us out and to stick with us and save money at the same time.
Perfect. Another question here from Tina. She wants to know if LightRx publishes a price list so that a person can plan their visits, or what's the best way to plan the visit?
So we don't have a published price list, and I'll tell you why, because it's not a one and done, right? So any sort of menu of services that we have, and if you come in for a consultation, you will see that it's not just for everyone, right? It is for everyone, but it's not. For example, I may have different needs than you have, right? I may have more skin to tighten than you have. I may have more weight to lose than you do. I may have more skin issues than you. You may just need to brighten and tighten, while I have, scarring from post-acne issues and may need a more invasive type of laser. So schedule a free consultation. I urge you to, because when you come in, that menu will be reviewed. However, the specific items from that menu tailored to your needs are what is going to be to your biggest benefit, right? We don't want you doing, a certain type of peel if it's not going to be right for your skin type, or it's going to aggravate your skin. We want to make sure that everything is tailored to you. So we don't publish the menu or give out price lists simply based on that reason. It's a very customized, tailored experience. And there are ways to set up for success, right? Just set up for the future. So it's not saying you have to purchase, 4 treatment plans at once. No, we want to start, you off gradually if it's something that you're new to expose you gradually, and also to help build, your fat cells and your skin tissues the right way, right? We're not just going to come at you with, an invasive, IPL, if you will, or a sublative treatment like our Venus Viva. We're not going to do that right out of the gates. We have to prepare your skin and your body to get to that level. So it's a process. It's just like everything else. You don't want to go and on a crash diet and start starving yourself. You might faint. You have to gradually wean off the toxic foods to get it out of your system to feel better, to then move on to a more strict diet. So just like our treatments, it's all measured the same in the same medical method.
Perfect. One more question here from Riley. She wants to know, you mentioned the Glow Club. How do you sign up for the Glow Club?
So if you get in touch with one of our clinics, if you're already a client, you can just go in and ask about it. We pretty much have it posted everywhere, and we have a QR code that you scan and you get a free facial, and you can try it out, and then our staff will talk to you about how to sign up for that and how to become one. It's very simple, very easy. There's ways to do it where you're paying monthly, a small monthly fee, or you can pay the annual plan in advance. But either way, go to our website, you can learn more about it and contact one of our locations to sign up. Simply walk into one of our locations and sign up. Or again, if you're a current client, you can ask your esthetician or the clinic director of that center, and she'll get you going.
Perfect. That was all our questions. Esther, thanks so much for joining us today. It was so informative and such a great to hear all that from you.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Again, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me, whether you're eating lunch on the road or just, finding something fun to do to treat yourself and learn something in a way where to keep yourself healthy and looking better at the same time. So enjoy your season, enjoy your summer, and I look forward to seeing all of you in our LightRx locations. Take care.